Righteous rising, you humble souls out there. This is Scorpio Goddess coming to you. I do have my tarot cards here with me. I'm not sure if I'm going to consult them on anything or not, but just in case, I do have them here. Today is Sunday, October 6th, 2024. I woke up this morning, thanks to the Most High, but I woke up with a weird, nervous energy. I've meditated already and asked Source Energy to show me what I need to see and tell me what I need to hear for clarification of this energy. But it is an unsettling energy, like I said, a nervous energy, and it's coming from everything that's going on our planet. There is so much going on, so much that can kick off in any second now. Tomorrow is the anniversary of the Hamas and Israel attack last year. And being that we are in October, Bloody October they call it, and the election season, we always look for something to kick off. And as everybody has been saying, you know, this is the most important election ever. That's been said for, I know, they say every election is the most important one. The last 3 or 4 were the most important ones. But I can guarantee you, this one is most indeed the most important one. For several reasons. Just like in life, we are closer today to something than we were yesterday. As a people, we are always wanting to reinvent the wheel, when all we have to do is look at the past and see what has been done, what worked and what didn't work, and learn from those experiences. I don't know what this feeling is, but I don't like it. Since tomorrow is the anniversary to the Israel and Hamas fight or attack, we can expect something to blow off between now and then. There have been so many distractions because of this election this year, and because of the elite's agendas of 2025 and the major one of 2030. And when I speak of the Agenda 2025, most of you know about that and compare it to initially Trump, and now it's been associated with Harris campaign because the Heritage Foundation did endorse Kamala Harris. And this supposedly Agenda 2025, it didn't just come about. It's been around for several years. It was around in the Obama administration, and he actually took parts of that and put it into play that we are actually going through now. I'm outside, so if you hear anything, even with my headphones on, it's airplanes. I live by the airport. But most people don't see, or can't see, or don't want to see what's directly in front of their eyes. The Agenda 2025 that they are speaking of, that is 10 years plus old, has been in parts of it, you know, snippets of it have been initiated with certain presidents that have taken office. They take bits and pieces because it's only a roadmap for what the incoming can do or should do to fulfill this agenda. And again, I'll just go back as far as Obama. He did initiate certain things from the Agenda 2025. So you know that's why the Heritage Foundation uh, endorsed Kamala, because they want to continue this. And where everybody thought everything was just so wrong with it, and it is, there are things in it that are not against that are not for we the people. And some of you are seeing it and some of you are not. But I'll take it back as far as Obama. He did initiate some things. Biden and Harris definitely initiate some parts of the Agenda 2025. And it's that for a reason. Because their agenda and the year, that's a goal they plan on fulfilling for we the people. And 90% of that is not for us. So there's so much going on. We got the anniversary of the Hamas and the Israel thing, and these are, and we've had so many distractions leading up to where we are right now. I'm drinking green tea, CBD green tea. But the distractions is what the mainstream people are falling for. We're involving and absorbing everything that they're throwing at us that may appear to be important to us that really is not. But we've started with the election, the Biden Harris coup, the switch out. Nobody voted her in. She was just defaulted in without we the people say or speak. That's one thing. And then we have the 2 attempted assassinations on former President Trump. Whether you believe they were real or not, they were televised. And saying that is to say where the minds of the people are, whether those were real assassinations or interference for one party and against another. The thing is, they planted that seed in our heads to sway us one way or the other. Then from leaving the election, well, let's see. We got the attempt, then we got Kamala on here claiming to be black, and there is proof that Candace Owens have come up and dug up and worked on so hard. There is proof. There is absolutely no black or African American in this female. The pictures that she has circulated is circulating on purpose. Pictures of a supposedly grandmother holding her in her lap. That was her help, her servant. This lady is not black at all. So for the ones who wanting to be in their vote blue, no matter who, that's the worst thing that you can ever do. And what does that say about you as a people, as a person? And how do you teach your children to vote for somebody because of not their merit, not their skill and knowledge, but based on something totally different that has nothing to do with policies and the people? So we're watching her get on these debates and lie to our face, and we are allowing that. At this point, less than 30 days from the 29 days exactly from the election, we're still some of you are still confused, when the only thing you have to do is fact check your own self. They put them in front of the camera and do these debates and don't fact check as they go along. That's something they need to come up so we can have instant gratification of knowledge when these people running for these positions can be stopped dead in their tracks and say, this is a bald-faced lie. This is not true. But we don't have that. It's always a delayed reaction after the fact of the fact check, and we find out, yeah, she lied about this, he lied about that. So moving from that, from the election, now we have the initiation of these Middle East wars. These aren't to be taken lightly. These can occur at any minute. And the sad thing about this is, it's not just one or two countries or states in the Middle East. And I may post the map, but it's several that can kick off at one time. And that's going to be the end result. But as far as distractions, again, we have the election. And I hate to use the hurricanes as a distraction, but that's exactly what it was. We know it was on purpose, planned for a reason, and it's deterring our way again from mainstream news, or from, not from fake news or lamestream news, but from the real news of what's happening in our country. And everything that's snowballing now is very important to the livelihood of humanity. So with that being said, we have the wars kicking back, and Lord knows P. Diddy, I'm so sick of it. He's the biggest distraction because it's entertaining to most people. It's entertaining, it's shocking, it's sickening. We can't believe it on one hand, then again we can. It has questioned a lot of people's childhoods and livelihoods because we grew up with these people, and some people, had not worshiped but idolized these people. And now we see the downfall of everything, every aspect of our life. We've had the strike. We've had, there's so many things, and I know I'm going to forget something. And then here recently, Biden has started to insert himself back in the election, saying he's still in it, which is not helping the Harris campaign at all, and God knows they need all the help they can get. And the people who are standing on her, she's showing you proof of what she would do and be capable of doing in certain instances and circumstances and situations. And if you're still willing to vote for this lady, you don't care about yourself, your family, or your country. Okay. The hurricanes have happened. She has showed us in public eye what she would do in an emergency situation like this. What did she do? Absolutely nothing. She basically spit, and that's the lowest thing you can do to a person. But she has basically spit in the face of Americans who are suffering. So she failed that. She can't handle a local or national emergency, for one. Now we got the war kicking off. She hasn't paid that any attention, hasn't addressed it. She hasn't even really addressed the hurricanes, other than throwing a $750 wager at them, and these people still have to apply for this. What is $750 fucking dollars going to do for anybody who has lost everything and only have the clothes on their back? Why? Because she and her husband are connected to these hurricanes for the lithium mines. And there's word out saying there's, first they were minimizing the numbers of the dead. Now they're fluffing the numbers. They're closing a particular hospital, I think it's called Mission Hospital, to turn it into a morgue. So at this point, day and time, Sunday, October 6th, they have stopped rescue missions, and now they're doing recovery. But to have FEMA come in and treat people like they are the gum on the bottom of your shoe. First of all, when you call for help, it's optional. So the people who are in these areas, in the Carolinas, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, their help is optional. Like you're going on a website, filling out an application, turn their asses around and say, you don't need them because we the people in our area have this. Let us by ourselves handle this. We don't need you. Because I'm telling you now, we are being placed and put to a test as a people, as a humanity. If we allow FEMA, the government, to come in and tell us what we can and cannot do for our fellow man and neighbor, we have issues, because it's going to get far worse. And now, Milton has come to play. That's supposed to really affect Florida and pretty much all of the Panhandle. So we know there's going to possibility be destruction of property, off the bat, and then loss of lives. And for them to say and come out to the people, tax-paying people, saying that they are broke and have no more money, that's unacceptable for one, inexcusable for two, and they have failed us miserably. And how could you sit there and stand and watch a person get on TV and lie to you in your face when the only thing you have to do is Google the truth? What does this lady stand for? Absolutely nothing. If you know her background, her dad is a Marxist. If you know her background, they were slave owners. If you know her background, you know that she's not for us. She's not with us. She's not about us. What else do you need to see? Because she's taking the test right now. She has failed on hurricane. She has failed on the war. And now she's out there and another distraction. She's paying people for votes. I got an email yesterday asking me, telling me that they will pay me $400 if I go out and do certain things for her to get her into, help get her into office. All of these are distractions. There's something else, and I know I'm missing it. So we have the war and all of the distractions. I'm feeling it's because of this war that's going to kick in. And like I say, it's not just Ukraine and Russia. It's Iran. It's Israel. It's so many countries in the Middle East. And can we, the United States of America, afford to have that going on over there? And the way things are going on now, there could possibly be a civil war because the people aren't playing with the hurricane victims. The FEMA is turning people around. Why? This is what the country supposedly was built on. And when you can't help your neighbor, we always grew up learning how to give a helping hand and help the next person. But now they're saying, no, you can't do that. So anybody hearing this in those areas, say, whoever called y'all, Tell them to we rescind the offer. We rescind it because we, the people, can take care of this ourselves by ourselves. Because there's people all across the world and the nation that are sending donations to all these hit people, all these hit states and places and towns and cities, that we could do it ourselves. Just leave us the fuck alone, FEMA and government. We don't need you because we see what you're about. But if we don't stop this in its tracks right now and band together, it's the end of civilization. Not the end of our life as we know it. It's the end of civilization. Because we are being put to the test. We were put to the test with COVID. A lot of us failed because we failed and drank the Kool-Aid. And that was an initiation into the next phase of 2025, Agenda 2025 and Agenda 2030. 2030 is a monster. 2025 are just stepping stones to get to that. So again, this is a spiritual war. Do what's right, what you think is right in your heart, for your fellow man, for your neighbor, and do it from your heart space. But the stuff that's coming up is totally ridiculous. We have all these astrological and spiritual things going on in the skies that's unexplainable. And one thing that I've learned is that when they tell you a snippet of something, don't believe it 100% wholeheartedly. Whatever they're giving you, believe me, it's either a lie or an initiation to what's gonna become the truth. They're just spoon feeding you and getting you used to and adapted to these things. A lot of things have been going on concerning the moon. We've had an extra moon that's supposed to circulate for about 60 days. Where is it? Nobody can see it. Since then, our own moon has disappeared. I myself have been looking for the moon every single day since that extra moon came about. I have not seen it. So what's really going on? When they tell you to look to the right, you need to look to the left. But the only thing you can do for your own self right now is don't believe the hype on everything. Do your own due diligence and find out the truth. And whichever way it goes for you, because that's your perception. But if you want to protect yourself, your family, your livelihood, and your life, you must do these things. It doesn't take long, but keep your eyes open. So we have distractions, and Biden recently has come out and basically passed the baton to Kamala, saying that she's just as responsible for everything that's going on as he is, even though he was the president. So how is that happening? How do you have a vice president running for president and we still have a president that's basically incognito, but he done decided at the end to step in and throw his vice president under the bus? These things are merely distractions. The energy on this planet is so heavy. It is so dense. And emotions are running amok. If something is afoot, what? We can take our guess at it and kind of figure it out. But at the end of the day, be prepared, because if you stay prepared, you won't have to worry about getting prepared. And learn from all the ones that have been hit by Hurricane Helene. What are they missing right now? The same things they are missing now are the same things you need to be stocking up and make sure your family and your household have right now. What are they missing? Food is number one. If you're not stocking up on food, if you haven't been stocking up on food, you're late in the game. Water. You can live longer without food than you can without water. Stock up on water. Now certain stores are rationing it so you can only get so many of certain things. But this, I have been talking about it for years back. Other people are honing in on it and waking up. What else are they missing? Power. Do you have a generator? Do you have a solar panel? What do you have? What can you do if your power is out? What would you do? So learn from the people who are actually going through this right now. Don't shun this and say, well, it's them, not me. Because, baby, the way the universe works, the way karma works, it's them today, and it can be you tomorrow. So, I don't know where we are right now, but I can tell you it's not getting any better. It's not getting any better at all. We have so many things coming up, like the anniversary tomorrow. Then we have the end of registration to vote, which is tomorrow in Georgia, and I think another state. I'm not sure what it is. It may be Wisconsin. I'm not sure. But make sure you get out and play your part if your livelihood, if your freedoms are important to you. What else is coming up? The strike. I don't know if I said that or not, was a distraction. And there's so many, you just take the pick. But if you don't vote right, your life ain't gonna be right. This is peace. We need peace on earth, peace within. And that's where it starts. We need love for each other, love for our fellow man and humanity. Because we are the last humans. We are the only humans. After us, what is there? Robots, AI. And the AI bots are already smarter than humans. And anytime that happens, we're already doomed. So, this is just a message from Scorpio Guided 67 said, hey, you stay prepared so you don't have to get prepared. And let's see if I want to pull a card or not. Is there anything we have to look forward to? The card fell out. I'm going to throw it back in because I didn't finish my question. So this is October 6th. So let's say October 6th to the end of this week. So that would be Sunday to Saturday, 7/6. So what, 13th? Do we have anything to look forward to or anything to expect in this world that's detrimental between now and October 12th? Do we have anything detrimental? A false flag, a black swan, that we should be concerned about between now and October 12th? The World card. That's a definite yes. Something's going to kick off between now and next Saturday, the 12th. What it is, I don't know. But all I can say, karma and prophecy is being fulfilled. You know, you have karmic debts within yourself. You have familial karmic debts. You have national karmic debts. You have world karmic debts. So something is being fulfilled. And if we don't get right with ourselves internally, go within so you won't have to go without, is all I have to say. Let's see, what's another question? This event that's coming up, is it anything that's going to be detrimental to our lives and our health? Oh, and another distraction was that biochemical lab in Georgia is catching on fire, which we've been seeing a lot of those. And you remember the bridges that went down? All of those were distractions being spoon-fed to us leading up to this very moment. So the question I'm asking now, is there anything that's going to be detrimental to our life or our way of life from whatever's going to happen this week? The King of Cups fell out. The King of Cups is saying yes, and it's going to cause heartbreak. It's going to be a tumultuous time for all of us, because whatever affects one should affect us all, because we are one. We are oneness with the universe. We are oneness with source energy. So whatever affects one, because we are all brothers and sisters under the umbrella of source energy. So something is going to be heartbreaking. Something is going to happen that's going to rock us even more than what Helene has rocked us. But I'm telling you now, don't pay attention to your lamestream media, your fake news. You get your news from TikTok and any independent source, because if you haven't learned by now, the elites own the media. They have them to put out what they want us to know. So if you are simply relying on just the news, you may as well turn your TVs off or throw them out the window, because they're not telling you the truth. They are paid not to. So another card that fell out was the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles means that there's going to be expansion, growing, that's going to affect the world after this week. So whatever's going to happen this week, it's only going to grow and get worse. And we have to stand on unconditional love for man, for each other, for our brother and sister. So if another hurricane come, don't call FEMA. We don't want them, because they have too shown their true selves and what they are about. And they are not about us, because they're not like us. They have missions, they have agendas, and they are being paid. And to me, it takes integrity to do a job. If I am in the position to do a job and I know and feel in my heart, in my head, and my other head, which is my solar plexus, if I'm feeling something is not right, I can't participate. It's just like the COVID again. When that bullshit rolled around, I didn't participate. I lost my job, but I feel happy that I'm not a sheep. Because if you don't stand for something, and you can finish the rest. So what side of the fence are you on? That's all I'm saying. But something is definitely happening. There can be a contract that's being voided out. There could be policies that's being written right now that's under the cover. Only certain people know and are aware, but that's going to affect us in the end time, because they don't tell us everything they're doing. They're not transparent at all. So how can we trust the government? They are showing their asses right now. And not just right now, they've been doing it all along. And some people have just been following suit with everything. I just, as an intellectual, type A personality, I can't believe there are people doing exactly that. But this is going to be the end of my spiel. And I wish you safety. Stay cognizant, because in North Carolina now, there are mass looting. There are small riots picking up. And I honestly believe that we the people, are going to rise up against FEMA and the government. And that's going to be our civil war. Let's consult tarot and see what they say. Will the people against the government and the treatment of the government to the people be the cause of a civil war? What's the energy around a civil war coming up? And it's us against them. That this is going to be the beginning. This is the Four of Swords. And what the Four of Swords is doing is going within, so you won't have to go without. We're meditating. We're becoming one with self, one with spirit, and one with whatever your God that you believe in. We're not going to put up with it anymore. We can't afford to. It's our life. It's our children's lives. It's our parents' lives. It's our spouses' lives. Baby, if you know the civil rights movement and what they did, it's time for a rude and wide awakening against the government. Us against them, or there's no us and only them. This is Scorpio Goddess 67 here with a message. Like I said, I woke up with a weird energy this morning and I'm not liking it. So I was told to put this message out and to pull these cards. So please like, comment, share your thoughts on all that's going on and where you stand. And if you stand for whatever you stand in, be proud, poke your chest out and stand up for what you believe in, because that's all we have. And believe your children are watching you. You should be teaching your children about all that's going on, because it's a mess. But peace, love, and light. Scorpio Goddess 67. I look forward to hearing from you. This is a long video. I may not be able to post it anywhere else, but you can definitely find me on Scorpio Goddess 67 on TikTok and Real Talk Tea on TikTok as well. Peace, love, and light.